Looks like we're locked in again. This whole situation is getting stranger every minute. Okay, first, about this place. Vermilion Wasteland was the name, right? This place was originally developed for Crossworlds, but the project was put on hold. They already developed a large part of the environment, but ultimately the area was never integrated into the playground. No avatar is supposed to enter this place. I'm wondering that too. How could these avatars end up in this place? You mean something else? Oh, do you wonder how I know all this? I suppose there's no point in hiding it. I am an Instatainment employee. I've been involved in the creation of Crossworlds for many years already. That is why I have access to internal documents, some of them at least. Still, I was not aware that development of this region had continued in any way. This place should be abandoned for all I know. It is possible this is a confidential project we are not supposed to know about, but I highly doubt that. The fact that the avatars here cannot seem to log out is even more strange. And their loss of memory as well. Yes, just like you, Leah, their situation is very similar to yours. But I doubt those players are all in a coma. Leah, there's something No, sorry, I think I just misunderstood something. Anyway, there's nothing we can do in this room, so we call it a day, alright? Leah, please, there's nothing left to talk about. Good night. There's a kitty. First results are pretty positive. He recognized her immediately, otherwise he recalls things more quickly, I think. Oh, you're awake? You look so peaceful while you were sleeping. I didn't want to wake you up. Anyway, shall we revisit the lesson from yesterday? Long time no see. They denied my proposal, again. I'm here to come up with interesting game scenarios and challenges. I need a little bit of creative freedom to do my job. Gotham, that is what teamwork is all about. You have to find a compromise. The best we'll ever get is mediocrity that way. There are too many conventional thinkers in this company. Right, Satoshi? What can I say? They just want to keep making the games they know. They have a genius like you on board and don't make proper use of it. Rejecting your big AI project proposal. Well, to be honest, that went way beyond what you would need for a game like Crossworlds. Are you sure? I think there are a lot of applications. In fact, I'm currently working on a list of them. So you plan to pitch the idea to them again? Of course I will, it's just way too promising. What? I don't work that much, really. And I do it because it's what I want to do, no need to worry. You should listen to your dear caring sister, Mr. Workaholic. You too, Sergey? Oh, good morning, Leah. Did you have another dream? Good. Did you remember something new? Was it another place? Was it a person? That is new? Okay, who could it be? Was it an avatar? Somebody logged into Crossworlds? Okay, not a player then. Was it Gotham by any chance? Of course, you saw him yesterday, so this must have triggered the memory. Did you see anybody else? You saw me. Was there a third person? Black messy hair, lean figure? That must have been Satoshi. Okay, Leah, I think now is the right time to tell you more about yourself. Yes, I do know a few things about you. We knew each other in the past. However, I thought it was safest for you to recover your memories by yourself. After all, this is part of your healing process. Anyway, if you remembered Gotham, Satoshi, and me, this must have been from about 5 years ago. Back then, all of us were employees of Instatainment. That is right, we were all involved in the development of Crossworlds. And Satoshi, he is your brother. I am sure you will remember more about him soon. Anyway, about 4 years ago, all 3 of you went missing. Nobody knew exactly what happened to you. There was no way to track you down. And believe me, I tried. That was until I found you again, lying in a hospital. And with you being awake in Cross Worlds, your memories are my only lead to Satoshi and the others. I want to get you to wake up, and I want to find out what exactly has happened to you and the others. Whatever did happen, I'm sure it has to do with this place. I get the feeling we are very close to the answers. Oh yes, it looks like the door was unlocked some time ago. In fact, I'm a bit late with your login. Something was holding me up again. Lucas is probably waiting for you outside. Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. It looks like you had your fair share of beauty sleep. Well, I mean, it does feel like sleeping once you log out, right? I'm just glad they allow you to do that once you enter your room. I really needed the break after what happened yesterday. I sure lost my nerves, didn't I? Not very proud of that. I'm really impressed how well you're taking all of this. Anyway, let's go to the hub again. They won't let me take today's quest unless I form a party with you. Alright, ready to get today's quest. Hey. This really is just a prison, isn't it? Like, that's all? They just want us to walk around and that's it? Seriously, this campaign is the worst. Actually, I had a look around before and I found a few nice places. So since there's nothing to do you want me to show you around? Alright then, follow me. Well then, welcome to my little Vermilion Wasteland tour. I will show you all the remarkable sights of this truly underappreciated landscape. Please come this way. Here we are in the town center. The town doesn't really have a name, so let's just stick with Vermilion Town for now. Vermilion Town, home of the middle blocks and endless pipes. Nobody actually knows what's in the pipes though. Probably best off not knowing. Vermilion Town is also home of these friendly metal armored fellows. Like most folks, they don't like to be hit. They really don't like it. But what am I saying? You saw that happened yesterday. Also be especially careful about that area in the north. They really don't like you to be there. Well, what am I saying? You already went ahead and explored the whole area, right? Now let's exit the town to the west. So we're just out of town and oh look! It's one of these devices. Yet the almighty plot decided we're not ready to proceed, so these things remain unresponsive. Nothing to do here, so let's appreciate the amazing nature of this place. This way... This is a lake. Because it's filled with water, or whatever that purple stuff is. Sorry, this tour doesn't include basic scientific explanations. What a tough customer. I'm sure Trani would have a good explanation for you. And he'd probably also complain about those weird rock formations. Let's continue off to the north. Be careful not to step on a virus along the way. Now we enter the realm of the Ebony Forest. As expected, it's full of trees. Yet there are no evil wolves in this forest, it's just viruses as always. Also no bugs. I'm sure Emily would be glad to hear that. Seriously though, Emily and her fear of bugs, I don't quite get it. She made such a huge deal out of the Fadro Temple boss, that giant moth, right? But when I asked her about the mid-boss, that antlion, no problem there. Yeah, apparently it's all good because it's slow and stuck in the sand. Personally, I thought the antlion was much higher on the scary scale. Right, well, that's Emily for you. Let's continue. Over there's a pretty interesting spot. I call this here the field of the indecisive flowers. Indecisive because they can't decide on what height to grow. I mean, just look at them. Some start ground level, others several meters high. Look, I can't even explain a lake to you, so what do you expect now? Anyway, those flowers are awfully convenient for an elaborate jumping path, don't you think? I mean, this wouldn't be Crossworlds without unlikely jumping paths literally everywhere. The only thing I'm missing here is the treasure chest to collect. So suppose we both can guess when these flowers will come into play. Enough of this forest, let's go back to the lake. There's one more location I want to show you. Our final site will be further to the west. And this is the cliffside. It's where you realize that this place is actually pretty small. Yes, there's indeed no exit. Well, actually, there's that one door just over here. It's a door. I have no idea where it leads, but it's as close as it gets to an exit. Of course, it's locked. I didn't plan to end the tour on such a depressing note. Actually, now that I think about it, there's one more thing I'd like to show you. We'll have to run back all the way to East Town, though. But is old Granny tired already? Alright, here we are. This is the last thing I wanted to show you today. I know it's hard to miss. It's the huge tower up there. Some of the other players here told me about it. It seems like there's a way to get up to this tower, and some of our fellow inmates went there and never came back. So that can mean two things. Either they escaped, or they just disappeared. Anyway, you can only get there once you finish the second trial building. Let's hope they'll give us the quest for that soon. And yes, this concludes today's tour. I'm sure it was pointless, but I still hope you had a good time. First Rookie Harbor, now Vermilion Wasteland. Guess I should think about a career as a tour guide. Unless I'm already doing that in real life. I still don't remember much about my life outside of CrossWorlds. Do you mean it'll come with time? I sure hope so. Now then, anything else today? We can still have a look around, otherwise I'm ready to hit the hay. I'm still missing one chest. And that fact bothers me. It bothers me immensely. It might be future, further in. I'm just worried that if it isn't, then okay, let's call it a day then. Poor Lucas is having a hard time with prison. I at least had a larger cell before, but so we're back in the room. I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of this. Why are these players stuck in this place? And why did they all lose their memory? Just what exactly is the whole point of this place? Just how in the world can all of this happen without anything being reported? Is something wrong? Oh, you mean I could report all this? Theoretically, yes, but that would be a bad idea. Because what we are both doing here is unofficial. At least I do not have the approval of the company to log you into CrossWorlds. I essentially snuck you into the game. That is exactly why we have to be careful to not draw too much attention. And that is also why I can't afford to act carelessly when tampering with the game system. CrossWorlds is designed with an insane amount of security checks to prevent cheating and other kinds of abuse. Even simple things like moving you out of this place. It will very quickly lead to a ban. There are ways to get around these checks, but my options are very limited right now, because I do not have access to the environment server of this region. Really, nobody should have access to it because this area was discontinued. Still, I'm looking for ways to get you out of this. It will be tricky, but it is definitely possible. Shall we call it a day? Okay, good night, Leah. You like this place, don't you? I suppose it's as good as it gets for a bleak location like this. Definitely beats being stuck in that one room all the time. It would be nice to show you all the other places out there. Someday. Good morning, Leah. Is there anything new you remembered? Okay, I see. Well then, time to head out, correct? Wait, wasn't the door open just before? What is going on here? Some kind of fight? Do the players here start a rebellion of sorts? Shizuka, you're still... So, you're back again. What is this? You can speak now. That is what I want to ask. Why are you here? You were supposed to be gone. Not very talkative after all, I see. When was the last time we met? A year ago? You don't remember, do you? Of course not. They tried to undo everything. Tried to fix you. All the lengths they went through for you. I just don't get it. Shut your mouth. Well then, allow me to refresh your memory. I don't know what exactly they told you. About who you are, why you are here, and where those memories come from. Whatever they told you, it's a lie. Seeing me might feel strange to you, like looking into a mirror. That's no coincidence. It's because we're the same person. No, that's not right. We're not the same. I'm the original. You're just a copy. A copy of my avatar, that's what. You're an AI, a program, nothing else. That's why you'll never be able to leave the game. You can deny it all you want, it won't change anything. The more you remember, the more it will become clear to you. And all those memories you see, those are mine. My memories, my personality, it's all copied. The next big step in artificial intelligence is what they call you. What a joke. A miserable copy, that's what you are. Goodness. We all ended up here because of you, and for what? A program with access to all my memories? Why did they ever think this was a good idea? I said, shut up! Your talking was the last thing I needed. You have no right to exist. Whoever brought you back should just delete you immediately. Well then, have a nice day. Aw. She's a little upset, I think. Understandably. Wait. Movement is weird. Definitely a bit weird. You know, it's a hard day when you have to learn that you don't actually exist. Sort of. Good morning. Did you also hear the alarm from before? I wonder what just happened. Sounded like somebody was fighting with the dormitory. Within. Not anyway. You don't look too well today. Did something happen? Should we just go to the quest hub for today's quest? Okay. Oh. Okay, time to enter space again. Recruits, welcome back to Project Red. Today we have a new mission for you. Your task is to inspect the Northern Trial building. To gain access to the building, you need to locate and activate these devices in the lake and forest region to the west. At least we got a proper quest today. Look, it's clear something isn't quite right with you. Should we somehow try to talk about it? Or we just go ahead and solve today's quest? Okay. There's no music. It's just quiet. Look, Lucas is worried. It's fine. It's fine to have... well, she can't really talk, I guess, but... On the way up. Maybe across the lake. Okay, I went in one big circle. We're certainly making great progress here. You know, it was pretty obvious, I guess there's something going on between Lee and Shizuka, but... wasn't quite expecting... oh, there's a switch here. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. So I wouldn't imagine that they would require you to have a specific art, even if it's unlikely for you to not at least have the base level of all of them. That gives you barely enough time for that. So what exactly is Evil Crossworld's company trying to accomplish, though? Locking us all up like this, making us forget our histories and... yeah, just jump across here. Okay, cool. Now that I know where I'm supposed to hit. It's not just Leah being quiet, the game is quiet too. Okay, she's having an existential crisis. Seems like this is way too far away. There's no way that's still gonna be active by the time I get back. So, how do I hit this? Must be from down here, right? Because there's nowhere else, really, to even try from. Much easier to go up. Some might say it's actually possible from up. Okay, I see how to get up here. Okay. It makes that wall go down too. Alright, that makes more sense. Just trying to figure out how on earth that was. Yeah, we all knew we'd be jumping over these flowers, Lucas. Poor guy. You know, he's probably having a hard time totally, maybe not as hard because, you know, he actually... exists probably, maybe? Okay, here you go again. Or here we go again. Maybe something. I'll get into you. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Lucas handled it. It's fine. So should we enter? Honestly, I don't have a good feeling about this. There will probably be more high-level enemies in there. With you being like this today, should we continue another time? There's no reason to rush this, right? It really would help if you'd respond at all. I mean, I understand why you'd feel down in a situation like this, but things don't have to stay that way. I'm sure we'll find a way out of this place, out of this game. We just shouldn't lose hope. Leah? Luke is like, oh no, he has no idea what he just said though. You here isn't all that bad, hmm? Okay, look, I can't keep watching you like this. There must be a way to help you out of this. We gotta try to talk about this, somehow. I'll just ask some questions, okay? Okay, let's see. I suppose you remembered something about yourself. Something that made you sad? Okay, so what could it be? Did you lose somebody dear to you? Did somebody betray you? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Just what exactly did this person... Are all your troubles because of that person? So there's something else. Man, this is hard. I wonder how the others are doing. Lynn, Buggy, Emily, all of them. It seemed like you got along quite well with Emily and Trani, didn't you? So I'm sure we'll be missed. In difficult times like these, it's good to know there are people out there that care for you. Even though it looks like we're on our own for now. Cool. I think it's probably better if we call it a day. Let's finish the trial building tomorrow, okay? Alright then, back to the dormitory. Oh, Lucas is good friend. Good boy, Lucas. So, I guess this is where we split. Will you be okay by yourself? Things will work out. Good night, Leah. Hello, Michael. Is it food time? I'm stuck. I don't know why in her memories he's constantly flexing the ability to do this.
It's impressive when it's a mind link.
It's not as painful as it looks. Yeah, I guess so. Again with the weird hand tricks. I'm just fascinated by how well it's synchronized. So Leah's having a hard time right now because she learned she's not real human.
She's not real human.
Yeah.
Who told her that?
Well, Shizuka.
Shizuka told her. That's not nice.
I know, she's so mean, Michael.
Sergei said she's in a coma.
He did say that. Friends, Michael. If only she could talk.
She's in bed.
Yeah, there's beds in this place. There's music again, so that's a little bit better. Michael, without getting too much into spoiler territory, if I wanted to make sure to get all the chests, how worried would I have to be about getting this one right now? That I'm missing.
This won't be locked off.
Yeah, I kind of figured it wouldn't be, but you can never know for sure if you haven't played the game already. So there's a good chance it isn't in an area I can access right now, but you don't want to miss it, you know? I don't know, I've watched too much Star Trek to be like, you know.
Be like what?
She's real, you know. I mean, I'm like much more inclined to believe Shizuka than Sergei, but
Well, has Sergey talked to you since?
well, he kind of tried to, but she's been very upset, so she wasn't really listening.
Guessing we'll just have to get Sergey's point of view.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's multiple things going on, right? It's not just gonna be that. But we'll find out, I guess. The game's not gonna tell you, like, everything in the midpoint, right? There's still, like, 3 temples or something after this.
Have you gotten any more elements?
No. There's still 2 more elements. And obviously whatever the game devs are up to is highly suspicious. Like the ones in universe, not the people who actually developed this game. These are some sneaky people. I do feel kind of bad for Lucas though, you know, getting raptured just because he knows us or something.
I wouldn't worry too bad.
Well, yeah.
They don't even know what's going on.
To be honest, unless it turns out that there is like... he is like in on it too or something, he's dealing with being trapped in the game remarkably well. It could also just not even be real Lucas. It's... everything could just be simulated, you know? That's the problem. When everything can be not real. Hey, can you? Thank you.
Alright, Descartes.
Failed Rhino.
Oh, he's doing a green attack.
Yeah, I've already had to fight things that were doing that. Oh, my flamethrower does not reach that far. Huh. It's Sarah's room, isn't it? It's definitely your room. Just because my name is written on that letter, that could be anyone that called Lucas. I know, it's messy, it's not always like this, I swear. Please don't judge. Please, you're judging way too hard. Don't go over there. This is the worst. Come on, we've seen enough, let's go. Bidding up that rhino thing just to see such a place, I can't believe it. How do they know what my room looks like? And why would they put that kind of reconstruction in this place? Anyway, I seem to remember a little more now. Like the place I live at, the place I work at. What was the name of the company again? Anyway, I think I worked in the IT department. Still, this all feels very strange. Like, why did I forget all this suddenly? You know, I had a pretty scary thought. I'm spending all of my time in this game now. The only thing left from my real life are those memories that are slowly returning. But what if there is no real life anymore? What if we're just stuck in this game forever? Is this maybe the feeling you had yesterday? I see. Well, here's the thing though. Why does it matter? Does that make our lives any less meaningful? We don't know why we're stuck in this game, but honestly, we don't even know why we live in the first place. So we're either stuck in this game or stuck in real life. What's the big difference? Is it so strange thinking that way? Oh well, I think what's important is that it's a life worth living. And being stuck in this game isn't the worst fate imaginable now, is it? We're not alone. You have friends in this world. And heck, I know a few people that would be happy being logged into CrossWorld permanently. So it's not all bad, is it? Especially if we get out of this place. This place kind of sucks, honestly. Now that I think about it, my room fits in pretty well. Well then, let's hand in that quest already. Blah blah blah, expect your next mission, yada yada yada. Well then, we're free to go to the tower now. I don't know about you, but I'd rather sleep another night before we go there. Who knows what will await us in there, right? It might take some time. Alright then, let's head to the dormitory one last time. Okay then, I hope you can still sleep well after you saw the nightmare that is my flat. Make sure you're well rested for tomorrow. Good night. Oh, no Sergey. Let me tell you a little trick about conversations. People, they like to share their stories. So if you want to be on their good side, listen to them. Add a few comments, ask questions, let them know you are interested. Keep the conversation flowing naturally, but let them do the talking. That's how people enjoy your company. However, none of this works if the other person can't talk. I found that out the hard way when I met her. She could only listen, very much like you. So for once, I had to do the talking. Talking about myself.